Welcome to Cafe Chronicles. Tonight we have the return of Don Puglisi. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Ted.
All right, all right. So we're here to discuss the Don Dylan, Bob Dylan tribute band.
Yes.
We have some dates coming up.
Yeah, we got some dates. One's local and two are upstate New York.
All right, fantastic. You want to talk about those?
Yeah, March 15th, the Token Lounge. That's the first one. And we really love everyone to come out, obviously. And there's affordable tickets. March 15th.
Okay.
Doors open at 6 and the show starts at 7. We should play about, 2 hours. There are no iPads in the show. It's all up here.
I know
All up
that's.
here.
I think we talked about this before, but that always amazes me that you can remember all those lyrics.
Well, it ruined a lot of Saturday nights, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Do you sit down and like memorize and like walk around and then like look and?
Yeah, well, I was an actor in New York for many
Right.
years, and I was in a lot of plays, and sometimes had to memorize things the night before, or even they'd add pages when you're filming something. And anyhow, so yeah, I found my way of doing it. There's no escape. There's no shortcut really. I mean, there are tips, but I don't think there are shortcuts. And I think for all you out there, get rid of your iPads. You'll get enough between you and the audience if you're playing in a pub.
Yeah.
And if you're Barbra Streisand or something, or Ozzy Osbourne, I saw people defending the use of iPads and saying, "Well, my Ozzy Osbourne using this one." I thought, shame on them.
Yeah.
Shame on them. You had your whole life to memorize your songs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'd be proud of me because I use the iPad when we play, but
That's okay.
More-
Keyboards, that's okay.
more and more I'm starting to because we're playing the songs more often,
Yeah.
and I'm starting to I don't have to look as much.
Yeah.
So it's
Well, and your keyboard, you're like, keyboard players to me, they're like sort of like surgeons. They look like they're. It's like they're operating, on a body or something. I think that. I think that might be why. I think I saw a keyboard player dressed up as a surgeon once on
Spinal Tap.
Halloween. Was it Spinal Tap?
I
Okay,
think it's Spinal Tap.
that's where I got that
Yeah.
from, folks. And the other
yeah.
two shows.
Yeah.
The other two shows.
Mhm.
The other two shows. So I got it right here in front of me. I always forget. The Cove. That's in Depew, New York, near
Right.
Buffalo. And what is that?
March
What am I?
20th.
Is it March 20th? Yes, it's March 20th. Yeah, and then the next night we're.
Well, it's March 20th. Doors at 7.
Is it doors at 7?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Show at 8.
Doors at 7, shows at 8, and we've got Joan Baez. June Baez is featured in all these
Yep.
shows, and I just want to throw that in there. And then
She's fantastic.
yeah, she does.
Beautiful voice.
Beautiful voice. Just she's got that era, and she's got the wig.
Yeah. You want to talk about who plays June Baez?
Penny. Well, let me talk about
Okay. All right.
the Sharkies first. Sharkies is the next night. So we got the 15th at the Token here, and out there in Westland at the Token Lounge, and then we got the 20th at the Cove, which is near Buffalo, and then we got Sharkies the next night with Liverpool, New York. Who knew there was a Liverpool, New York?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but that's near Syracuse.
Yep.
Yeah, and that one is, when is it?
Doors at 5.
Doors at 5.
Yep.
So the show should start at 6, I would imagine.
Yeah.
June Baez is the moniker for Penny Lane, who plays the part of June Baez, which is Joan Baez. Don Dylan is Dylan.
Yeah.
And he's going to be here in a minute. Yeah,
Really?
he's going to come here and talk.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. I'm just
That's
the
a
manager.
surprise guest.
No, I'm not the manager. I'm just the
Yeah.
spokesperson. And I got nothing to do with it really, other than.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And I also want to talk about Metal Afro Productions.
Sure.
Kyle Milichovic, he's the man who convinced Don Dylan to do this.
Wow.
And yeah.
You know, when did you start the
When did the
tributes?
Dylan
Yeah.
thing start? I think it started about 2 years ago. There's been
Okay.
about 20 shows. And
Right.
Aretha, we've had a few here, which are
Yeah.
really great. So
Because
thank
I came
you.
on board last January, so I've been just over a year.
Yeah, I think it's been 2 years. The first one was a solo, just him alone, and then the band was added in, and you know we got our they got their
Yeah.
we they you'll see. Um,
Because I remember the first gig we did was in Bay City. You
mm-hmm,
know, so drive. What is that? 2.5 hours.
mm-hmm,
And I don't know any of these guys really. I knew you,
mm-hmm.
and you asked me to fill in,
Yeah,
and we all just kind of hit it off,
yeah,
and it was such a blast.
yeah.
Those 2.5 hours, well worth it.
Yeah, and you said you wanted to. You go, I'd love to be in this band, and I go, I have a feeling we're gonna do something together.
Yeah,
Don't worry, I have a feeling that
yeah.
something will happen. Yeah,
I'm really glad that happened.
yeah, me too, me too. Yeah, and you do it very well. Teddy Keys, we
Yeah,
call him Teddy Keys.
yeah. Well,
He's,
I get to play all those organ parts,
mm-hmm.
and it's a blast.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
fills it out a lot,
yeah.
and I see why Dylan wanted that. Yeah.
So while we're at it, you want to talk about the other members?
Sure. Um, I host a thing at Stray Cat Lounge. It's a songwriter showcase, and I had this band play, and the drummer
Monday nights, correct?
Monday night, every other Monday generally. There's one coming up this Monday, March 9th. Anyhow, yeah, it's a great place, great cigar bar, great food, great atmosphere. The drummer of one of the acts, he said he was open to do stuff, and I said, hey, thinking of this Dylan thing, and he's terrific, and he's a lot of fun. What a fun guy, Nick Davison, the drummer.
Yeah.
He adds a lot of personality to the band. It's
That's
nice.
an understatement, I think.
Yeah, it's an understatement. And the lead guitar player, Chip Kipps, I forgot how I met him, but I had him play Stray Cat, and we were talking about Dylan, and he's a Dylan guy, and he's got a radio show that he does
Right.
in Ferndale sometimes, once a month or once every 2 weeks.
That's a great show.
Yeah, it is a good
Yeah.
show. Chip Kipps does great work, and he's very knowledgeable of music.
Notes that go up. Is that what it's called?
Notes that go up. That's it. Yeah, I believe that's it. Yeah, and so we were talking about Dylan, and he knew so much, and I saw the way he played and the way he looked, and he's got this gravitas and this stature, and there's just something about him that he's just the perfect guy to play the part.
Oh yeah. Fantastic guitar player.
Yeah, I one of my favorite moments in the show, as I think I mentioned on the first Cafe Chronicles, was I love turning my back when it's time for his solo. I turn my back on the audience, which is it was just a trick, not a trick, but it's something I've seen some of my favorite performers do, and they let the other players shine, and I love doing that, and it also and then he gets to like, and he's just got the whole, the gestures and the feel, and then. And then I turn quickly around just in time for my cue, and I think I like that feeling of keeping things moving like that,
And every once in a while, you guys will like trade off a little solo.
Yeah, I think
every once in a while.
Yeah, there's one song I get to do solo on, and he's all over the neck, so I'm more like Dylan in that I go minimal, and I do this little arpeggio thing, and go more for atmosphere and stuff, and I think we complement each other. Yeah. And then Chris Brown on bass, who I also met through Stray Cat. He was in one of the bands there. Wait a minute. No, Nick, but it was through Nick we met him, and he plays in my originals band. The two of them do.
And what's the name of the band?
The Fall Down Pretty. Yeah. And just released
Great name.
Oh, thanks.
Huh.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah. I have some friends, when they record, they knew I was looking for a band name. And for a year, they were like writing lists. They were just joking and riffing on things, and they came up with some absurd names, of course. And that was one of them. And I was like, hey, I like that one actually, And I took it. And it's kind of like Drop Dead Gorgeous, Fall Down
Oh
Pretty.
yeah.
Yeah, I come from a family of beauty queens. Um, yeah, that maybe there's something in my past there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister was a beauty queen, when she was younger,
Wow.
and a belly dancer when Greektown was actually Greektown, when it was a real thing with the
Oh
Greek
yeah.
nightclubs. Yeah, she danced down
Really?
there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
That's
pretty
interesting.
spectacular. Yeah. Yeah, it was a whole thing back then in the 70s. Yeah, I miss it. I miss Greektown being the way it was. But maybe Greektown will come back as like a music thing, like Main Street in Nashville.
Yeah.
Where there's every style of Detroit music is portrayed in every storefront. That's my fantasy for that area.
I don't know. I haven't been down there in a while. Last time I went down there was construction. It was kind of like ghost town. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe it'll come back.
Yeah. It'd be great if it came back as a music hub,
Yeah.
Be very touristy, I think they're going to close it off so people just walk around.
Yeah, I
right?
think that's what the construction was about.
That's a good move, I think.
Maybe they could turn it into like a Beale Street or,
Yeah.
You released a song not too long ago.
Can
we talk about that?
Yeah, sure. I released a song called I Can Feel. It's a Fall Down Pretty song.
Yeah.
And, I do, and all the Fall Down Pretty stuff, I pretty much do everything except the drums. And I have a great producer who I still work with in New York. And, yeah, it's kind of like, it's been described as psychedelic soul. And I guess it has a Todd Rundgren feel, which I'm very proud of. And I think my vocals have expanded in it. And it's really odd because the lyrics, I wrote this whimsical lyric. I thought it was whimsical at the time in the 90s. And when I moved back here from New York, I saw old lyrics and I was like, wait a minute, there's something in there. And it really works, I think. Yeah.
The lyrics are from the 90s?
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I say, happy faces, haven't seen you in a while, happy traces of a giggle, a bubble inside. 360 degrees, we turned it around. Won't you take me gently at the speed of sound? And at the time I thought, this is garbage. And then I looked at it, like a few years back, and I went, oh, ah.
Yeah.
It's weird how your tastes change or you don't see it or something.
That's why you got to keep that stuff around. I do that when I'm stuck. I go back over old notebooks, and every once in a while I'll find something, or there'll be a chord progression I wrote down or something, and that'll inspire me to do something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how like a normal everyday phrase becomes a song. Like the phrase "once in a while" came to me, and I'm working on it. And I don't think I think the phrase "once in a while" would mean nothing to me if I didn't, we had a loss in my family, and now once in a while, it means a lot to me. Because there was a redbird, a cardinal, that showed up at my window, and it was the snow everywhere, snow on all the trees and all the branches, and there's this. I've never seen a red cardinal, like in the winter, and there it is. It appeared twice that day after the funeral, and I looked it up, and there's folklore around it. What it means is the dead are trying to tell you that they're okay, that they're doing all right.
Wow.
I Googled it. Yeah. There's something else about a bluebird. Beck has a song where he goes, "There's a bluebird by my window," or something. Has to do with doing better in life.
Isn't that like the bluebird of happiness? Isn't that a...
I'm not sure. That album was about loss and of a relationship. It was the album was Sea Change. by Beck.
Right.
And so Bluebird was a thing. It has a meaning too. So I don't know if you ever see a red cardinal, it might mean something because they don't come around a lot. I don't think I ever really see cardinals around. I think I made up years ago seeing them, but this one particular day with the snow, boom, red against a white background
On that day.
Showed up twice. Yeah,
Wow.
so it's interesting. Yeah.
That's crazy. Stuff like that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get back to Don Dylan,
Mm-hmm.
the Don Dylan band. Now, you've stuck with the same tunes for a while?
Yeah, they've been
for the
doing.
most part?
Yeah, the band has been doing pretty much the same tunes. I think they added a couple new ones.
Even before I joined, they were the same?
Pretty much. And it took a while to get it sharp, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's okay, you know. But there is going to be an element where we're changing the show, so there's a rolling thunder aspect of the show.
I was going to ask you to talk about that. You want to
Yeah.
give a little preview of that? Talk about it?
Sure. A lot of it has to do with the way things are played and not necessarily song choices. The band already does song. Rolling Thunder, of course, was that late 70s tour that Dylan did where he put on the white bass and brought back Joan Baez.
Rolling Thunder Review.
The Rolling Thunder Review with the film. Martin Scorsese directed the documentary. And so what it does is in the show is it gives a great opportunity to bring the June Baez character in to do stuff, and because if the band's playing at these high energy places, these high energy bar, lounge, restaurants, we can't really strip down and do the acoustic necessarily. Might get away with one or two. Because we found out the hard way that you can lose people.
Oh, yeah.
But if we're doing Aretha's Jazz Cafe, we can do a whole acoustic section with theatrical elements in it, you know, had a journalist. This show isn't going to have a journalist because we want to really sort of rock it and keep it moving. And having said that, in Rolling Thunder, Dylan took a couple of ballads, a number of the ballads, and he made them into rock and roll songs and shuffles like Hard Rain's Gonna Fall.
I got to say something because I don't think people really associate Bob Dylan with heavy rock and roll. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And playing in this group, I've seen people really get out there and dance, and it just really surprised me.
I know.
We did that gig at the Detroit Club.
Yeah,
that was people were going nuts.
Yeah, they were raging. They're like,
to Bob Dylan.
To Bob Dylan, to songs like Positively 4th Street. Yeah. You got a lot of nerve. And they're dancing like that. Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
That's not something I expected.
Yeah, me
neither.
It's kind of a nice thing. Yeah. And that was not the place to do acoustic. That was really didn't work at all.
Yeah.
And we had to quickly switch gears there. Yeah. But at Aretha's, we can get away and do both, which is cool.
Because it's more of a listening room and people are in tune with what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do patient listening.
Yeah.
Although some members of the band, they're never sold on the acoustic part.
I know.
That's because they don't play on it. Yeah. maybe. You hear that guy? Maybe because there's a plan. But we're going to have our cake and eat it too this time.
I like it because I like dynamics. I like, the high and the low and the,
Yeah.
I like the flow of a show.
Well, I'd like to do it at a theater and really pump up the theatrical version and tell the story and have videos and have the journalists and have June Baez talk, and have Bob, the Don Dylan, avoid talking as much as he can, which is that character's thing. So he's going to come here soon. He's supposed to be here.
All right.
He's getting here soon. I'm supposed to get a text when he gets here.
Okay. So. Excellent. All right. So I didn't mean to interrupt you. You were talking about Rolling Thunder.
Oh, yeah. Just that some of the ballads, Dylan translated them into more of a rock and roll situation or bluesy shuffles.
Yeah.
And that's something the band will be doing with a couple of those things. But you never know, something could happen on the fly and just do, times are changing and do it the way Capo 5.
Yeah.
Capo 5, going to do on Capo 5. You guys just follow along. I don't know what key it's in.
Yeah, well, we did that with at the last rehearsal. We did what tune was that? We did that.
We tried 2, and we're going to try and perfect them.
Yeah.
Hard
Blowing
rain,
in the wind.
hard rain, and a blowing in the wind can be made into shuffles.
But blowing in the wind, we did that was cool.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So look out for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool that we do a Traveling Wilburys song.
All right.
Just for I think everybody in that band is gone except for Jeff Lynne and
Bob.
And Bob, of all people.
Yeah.
Who knew? Who would have thought? Sure. Yeah. But yeah, so, your keyboards, I feel so confident with you in the band, doing what you do, and so glad that you decided to join, As before that, the Penny Lane, who plays June Baez, was playing keyboard, and she's very good on keyboard, but it's not as Dylan-esque as having you do it.
Yeah.
And then she can really just open it up and do bongos on things.
That adds a lot
and
to certain
tambourine and backing vocals on things, and really do the June Baez thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love her voice.
Oh,
because she does a Joan Baez song.
Oh yeah, Diamonds and Rust.
Yeah, you got it right.
I got it right. Diamonds are every time. I'm terrible with titles on stage. Like, what's the name of the next song? Wait, and it's like, I'm thinking, how does it go? But Diamonds and Rust, I call it Blood and Diamonds, or what else have I called it?
Diamonds
Death
and Lust
and
or
Taxes.
But you got it right.
Yeah, I got it right. In front of the crowd, in front of the camera. Yeah. Oh,
So
what's this? Oh,
is he
he's
here?
here. He's here.
All right. Well,
He's coming up the elevator.
All right. Well, let's take a pause, and we'll be right back with the man himself, Don Dylan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Don Dylan. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome, Mr. Dylan.
Hey.
How are you doing? No smoking. No smoking in here.
All right. Yeah, that's right. I forget what year it is.
Yeah. Maybe back in the day, but not today.
Maybe someday again we will ride.
Yeah. You like your cigarettes, don't you?
Well, I don't know. I'm not supposed to. Nobody's supposed to.
Right.
But supposed to has never gotten me anywhere.
No.
Right. Supposed to stay acoustic, they say. But
But that turned, didn't it?
well, to me, it's they associate folk, the acoustic thing with folk, with the real. But the real can be electric, can be anything. It can be, reciting a poem. Anything can be real.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a lute or if it's a DJ. It's the truth of the moment.
Hmm? Yeah. You're like a poet.
Well, I'm not comfortable with those titles, That's why I didn't show up to that thing over there across the pond.
Yeah.
But, everything's a poem. Bottle of aspirin, that's a poem. That's a story. You have to got to look at that label. You got to read what it's going to do to you. And you got to put yourself project the moment into the future of how you want to feel. And that's a lot of times.
All from a bottle of aspirin.
Well, that's what poetry does, is poetry is sort of a projection of the moment of what you're feeling, and then the future is all tied into it. Okay. And so is the past, but it's all one moment.
I hear you. So you got some dates coming up. You got some Michigan. You got a Michigan date, and you're doing a couple dates in New York.
Is that right?
You want to talk about those?
Well, I don't know.
Very
I
good.
mean, that's Kyle. Kyle Milichovic is
Okay.
of Metal Afro Productions.
Okay.
He's the one who makes me do things.
All right,
So,
all right. But you know, you have dates coming up. So my question to you is, can you tell us what songs you're going to be doing?
well, I don't know. It wouldn't be polite to kiss and tell. And last time I checked, there's superstition around seeing the bride before the wedding.
Mm.
But I don't know. Maybe you want to hear the usual suspects. Maybe you want to hear songs from different Dylan eras. I don't know. Maybe we'll ride down Highway 61. I don't know. Maybe we'll lay down some blood on the tracks. Maybe we'll roll in some thunder. We'll see.
All right.
You're just gonna have to show up. I think the Token Lounge is the next one, right?
Yeah. March 15th.
March 15th. That's coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's Out East, right?
Yes.
Yes, right.
March 20th in Depew, New York, at the Cove.
All right.
All right.
If you say so. Thanks,
I
Kyle.
do. I do.
Yeah, and we're gonna be playing together.
Yeah.
That's
you
right.
and I. Yeah.
So
I'm
you
backing
know.
you up.
You gotta know. Yeah.
Yeah. And then on March 21st, we're playing a place called Sharky's
Sharkies. Yeah.
in Liverpool. Did you know there's a Liverpool, New York?
I did not know that. I did not know about it, Liverpool, New York.
Yeah.
I don't know who named it or who went there, but I can tell you this: the Beatles never played there.
Liverpudlians there, maybe.
Yeah, well, we'll see. There must be somebody out there
Yeah.
that's gonna, have a little claim to it.
Yeah.
You
And then I also hear that June Baez is going to be with you.
Oh yeah, June Baez. We're bringing her back into the fold. Yeah. Yeah, that really rounds out the show. You
Yeah.
know.
How's your relationship with her?
Well, she's a great guitar player, a great singer,
Okay.
and we always work well together. I mean, I could even dream about that voice.
Yeah.
And what we do.
Beautiful
together.
voice.
Yeah.
So there's no friction between you two?
No, I don't believe in friction.
Okay.
I believe in lotion.
All right. With the aspirin.
You know what? I guess whatever gets you through is what you got to do.
Whatever gets you through the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. You know, they used to call you the voice of a generation. Do you believe that?
Well, I don't know. I always wonder, like, what generation they're talking about, because I'm still generating, and so are the people, boomers who are listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the new people, new kids that are listening to the music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a sewer channel, basically. We'll let it all flow through. So I don't consider myself with that. No.
One thing I've always wondered, can you tell me where Desolation Row is?
Desolation Row is any place where there's a Euclid Avenue. Every town has a Euclid Avenue, doesn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. But I understand you got a Joy Road here.
Yeah, we do have a Joy
Is
Road.
it fun? A Joy Road? I bet
I
there's
don't know
some
about-
irony there.
Yeah.
Who isn't? It's just a title. Nobody
Yeah.
cares.
All
Yeah,
right.
these things, they come to you and they go in and they go out. And then it gets labeled forever. Like Rolling Thunder don't mean a thing.
Yeah.
It means nothing. But now it's something.
How about the song Lay Lady Lay? Who is that about?
Well, I don't like to kiss and tell, but I know what they're saying on.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, what did you hear?
Barbara Streisand.
Oh yeah, Barbara Streisand. She's that girl. Yeah, that Broadway girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was just all right with me. But I never kiss and tell.
Okay.
You know, I say you contain multitudes. You think I'm going somewhere with this, but I don't know what I'm going to say. But when you say it contain multitudes, Well, that's just for everybody else to figure out after they watch you play. Who are the multitudes? Is it really about me or is it about them? Well, where I stand on that. You know where I stand on that.
Yeah,
Because I almost answered some of your questions.
almost.
Yeah.
Okay. Where did you learn how to play harmonica?
Yeah, I learned how to play harmonica on Euclid Avenue. Yeah, in the circus.
All right.
Yeah, there was the strong man, there was the lobster boy. Lobster boy wanted to play a harmonica, but he couldn't hold on to it. But I really felt for the lobster boy. But it was actually the bearded lady. The bearded lady who is married to the lobster boy, who taught me how to play the harmonica in the circus. Yeah, are we done here, or do you need me anymore?
If you got to go, you got to go.
Nah, I don't need to. Yada, yada, yada.
Justin, do you have any questions for Mr. Dylan?
Could you play a performance for us? Just one song, please.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do
Yeah.
that. I don't know if I want to give away the set list, but maybe I'll play one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back with Don Dylan.
All right, they asked me to do a song, and yeah, thank you for being here. I hope I wasn't too rude to you, Dad. Nah. And this song is dedicated to all of us who want things to go right for every person on this planet. Song called Forever Young. May God bless and keep you always. May all your wishes come true. And may you always do for others what others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. And may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth. See the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, standing upright and be strong. May you stay forever young. Forever forever young. May you stay forever young.
May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you build a strong foundation when the wind of change is shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be a song. And may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young.